Hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're talking about stuff, I guess, again, drama videos and whatnot. Well, kind of drama, I guess, not really. Someone made a post recently on twitter.com, and they basically were saying stuff about, like, they were kind of, like, memeing about Danganronpa fans. I'm not going to show the tweet, I'm not going to show who made it. Obviously, I blur people's names out, because I don't want people going to them, and I don't really give a fuck if people reply back. I don't, in case you couldn't tell, I don't check on these people. I just make the videos and there you go. Because they make for good discussion videos where we can talk about them and, you know, talk about what people's opinions are on the topic because, as you know, I love doing discussion videos. Either way, they made a tweet about how, like, they were just memeing around, they weren't being serious, but they were memeing about how Danganronpa fans don't deserve anything, and, you know, I'm not taking it seriously, you can easily tell they were joking around. But some people in the comments took it way too seriously, and it's like, okay, either way, I don't want to get people's opinions on these. So they say, no, the last game sucked, they should have stopped at Danganronpa 2 or made a better story. And they said, as a reply to that, the ending just felt so rushed, I didn't like any of the characters. So, talking about V3, right? Here's the thing, right? Okay, it has been so speculative over the many years now of people saying V3 was rushed, V3 is a rushed game because of the CG, the ending, all the sorts. You can kind of see that there's no proof about this, there's no evidence, there's no anything of the sorts. But these people will constantly say how much the ending was rushed or that the game was rushed because they didn't like it. I don't think at all the game was rushed or the ending was rushed, especially considering how long it took for V3 to come out compared to Danganronpa 2 or Ultra Despair Girls. I don't know, that's my opinion. I kinda hate whenever people say that V3 was rushed. I mean, if you don't like the game or the ending, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. But I hate people who say it's rushed because, you know, there's no evidence, there's nothing of the sorts to even, like, allude to that. Just because the game is bad in some regards, or let's say the art isn't as good, does not mean the game was rushed, and I hate people who kind of just say it as if it's fact, or like, that it's not, or as in they're acting as if it's not an opinion when it quite clearly is. And then, so you got that, by the way, so that's something that I don't like. But now we have something else that I don't like either. Someone saying, I played Danganronpa, but the fandom is insane, especially with what... Okay, well, I didn't know that was in it. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that.
Hey, so the funny thing about this is if you actually look really closely, you can see...
Okay, so here's the thing, right? And then, okay, well, let me read the reply first, actually. That's just the minority, though. There are millions of fans, and only maybe a few who got infamously bad. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna say who this person is or what they said, because, well, it involves a situation of a certain somebody doing something really fucking bad within the community a couple years back. Now, some of you probably know who it is if I, like, kind of explain it a little. If you do mention their name in the comment section, I'm gonna remove it, I'm just gonna let you know right now. We're not dealing with that. But basically, it involved somebody who was a Junko cosplayer to go around and step on the gravestones of random people who, you know, have passed away, unfortunately, and take cosplay pictures of them stepping on people's gravestones because they thought that's what Junko Inoshima would do. And, you know, I guess, you know, she is a fucking... Junko, not the person, but Junko is the fucked up person, she probably would do that, but that does not mean that you, as a person, should be doing that. Now, there is a lot more with that person that I'm not gonna talk about here, and again, I don't want people to mention it. If you do mention it, I don't know, just be careful with your words if you do talk about that person, okay? Because again, yeah. But either way, I hate the fact that this one person who has done something absolutely terrible, and then, you know, people are like, oh, let's lump every single fucking fan with this one thing that this person did, and let's fucking ridicule all the fans for it. I hate this. I hate when people generalize fans or, like, stereotype fans within a certain group, because it's just, most of the time, it's clearly wrong. I know that I've done that sometimes in the past, but I have not gone up to people and said, oh, I hate what this one person did who stepped on gravestones and, you know, belittled the dead, So now I'm going to assume every single fan is as insane as that person and ridicule them for it. I hate that people do this all the time. It's fucking horrible. And again, people just do this all the time. It's like a known fact that the internet is famous for shit like this. But it's just kind of annoying, and I just fucking hate it. And I'm sure people in the comments, like when you comment down below, that you will also hate it. But, you know, I don't, it's just kind of fucking dumb. And again, I'm not saying Danganronpa fandom is perfect. Again, there are some examples of some really horrid behavior, or some really horrid fans who will go out of their way to send threats and whatnot. But here's the thing, right? There's a difference between saying a fandom is bad and then saying that every single fan in that fandom is clinically insane, and then bring up an example of an insane act that someone did, and then try to act as that example is something for everybody involved when it is clearly not. My words probably jumbled there a bit, but you get what I mean. I'm on to the next post. And again, there's just more posts here, people saying I hate the fandom, but the games are so fun. And you know, again, you're allowed to hate the fandom. I'm not saying that. I know some people are going to twist my words. I know a couple videos back, a lot of people twisted my words. Again, I don't really care, whatever. But I'm just going to let you know, people twist my words a lot for whatever reason. So I've got to, for some reason, make it 3 times as clear whenever I say shit now. Because again, people just twist my words for no fucking reason. I'm sure people will do it anyways, but again, I'm not hating people who say the fandom is bad. That's absolutely fine. You do you, I do me. I think the fandom can be pretty bad sometimes. But I just hate the sterilization, especially what that other person was doing. I have yet to meet any awful Danganronpa fans here on Twitter, but those motherfuckers got me banned on Reddit. People legitimately get pissed off if you say something you didn't mind V3's ending. Exactly. You know the amount of people that got mad at me when I was defending V3's ending? I was defending V3's ending and saying like, oh, if you were mad about it, you really should not be getting mad at like everything within the series, or like telling people to like off themselves. But you know, people didn't give a fuck. I mean, obviously there were many comments of people supporting, and that's cool on that, and talking about the situation, that's absolutely fine. But you know, I had a lot of comments of people just generally sending me death threats because I was saying V3's ending isn't bad. Obviously, I just delete those comments, and even then, YouTube mostly puts them in like, held for review. So I don't even get to see most of the death threats. YouTube kind of just blocks it out anyways. So, you know, if you do send death threats, I mean, go for it. YouTube will most likely 95% block you. So, good job on that one. But yeah, again, I don't know, Twitter is a bit insane when it comes to Danganronpa fans, but it's good to know how that people have experiences like that. And, you know, people have good experiences and bad experiences all the time with Danganronpa. But what matters is what you personally say about the topic online when it comes to the generalization of the entire community or the entire fandom. That's what's important here. And then again, this is the last photo I've got here, but it's someone replying to that person of what, like when they said they had no bad experiences, and they say, I have the opposite experience actually. I got death threats and horrific language thrown at me over Chihiro, and I haven't even met any bad Danganronpa fans on Reddit so far. The death threats and everywhere were on Twitter. One user stalked me over it, and I had to change accounts. People are fucking vile on Twitter. I mean, here's the thing, right? It really depends. I think there are definitely more social media platforms that are way more toxic than others. Twitter being a big example, you'll see most of the death threats on Twitter when it comes to Danganronpa stuff. But you know, it's not, like, one thing for Danganronpa, it's not just tied to, like, one social media. You could go pretty much anywhere on, like, the Danganronpa community, or, like, just Danganronpa in general, and you will find some pretty, like, bad things, or people just saying fucking horrible things to each other for no reason. And, you know, that's just the thing, right? I mean, that's just the internet. But what sucks is that this generally just happens all the time for people, and that it's a reoccurring thing that just constantly happens and happens within the Danganronpa community. I would say more, but I feel like this video has gone a bit long. Oh well. You know me, I like to talk a lot, I like to do this discussion videos. I hope y'all enjoy them, I really do appreciate it. I love the fact that I can just talk this passionately or this, just like, you know, I can just talk like this into a mic and hear people's opinions and discussions. It's fun. I like it, and I love talking about Danganronpa, and there's no news going around, so it's always good to get some opinions and discussions and all the sorts. So yeah, thank you. I do hope y'all are enjoying the videos recently, and yeah. See you all in the next video. Let me know in the comments and make sure to like the video. I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye bye!